In Greek mythology, one god stood apart from the rest, not in the heavens or the sea, but in the shadowy depths of the underworld. Hades, the eldest of the three brothers who divided the cosmos, ruled over the land of the dead, a place both feared and inevitable. While Zeus commanded the sky and Poseidon the oceans, Hades' domain was hidden beneath the surface, shrouded in mystery and silence. But unlike the fiery torment often associated with modern depictions of the afterlife, Hades' underworld was not a place of evil or chaos. Instead, it was a realm of order, overseen by a god whose role was misunderstood as much as it was feared. Hades himself was a figure of quiet authority. His name, which means the unseen in Greek, reflects the nature of his domain, a world inaccessible to the living and hidden from view. He was not portrayed as cruel or malicious, but as a stern and impartial ruler. His primary role was to ensure the proper passage of souls into the afterlife and to maintain the boundaries between life and death. Unlike other gods, Hades rarely left his kingdom, a choice that emphasized his association with permanence and inevitability. He wielded immense power, including the Helm of Darkness, a magical artifact that granted him invisibility, a fitting symbol for a god who ruled the unseen. The underworld itself was a vast and complex realm. Souls entered through its gates, guarded by Cerberus, the three-headed dog who allowed no one to escape. The dead were guided across the river Styx by Charon, the ferryman, provided they could pay the toll with a coin placed in their mouths at burial. The underworld was divided into regions based on the deeds of the deceased. Elysium, a paradise for heroes and the virtuous, contrasted with Tartarus, a pit of punishment for the wicked. The majority of souls, however, wandered the asphodel meadows, a neutral space reflecting the ordinariness of most lives. Hades is perhaps best known for his myth involving Persephone, the daughter of Demeter, whom he abducted to make his queen. This act caused Demeter, the goddess of agriculture, to plunge the world into famine until a compromise was reached. Persephone would spend part of the year in the underworld and the rest with her mother. This myth explains the changing seasons, but it also reveals Hades as a complex character, neither purely villainous nor entirely noble. Hades' origins are deeply tied to Greek culture and its understanding of mortality. Unlike the Christian concept of hell, the Greek underworld was not solely a place of torment, but a natural continuation of existence. Hades was both feared and respected, and his name was often avoided in conversation to prevent attracting his attention. In modern times, Hades has left a lasting mark on art, literature, and pop culture. From his portrayal as a villain in Disney's Hercules to the nuanced anti-hero in the video game Hades, he remains an enduring figure. His story continues to captivate audiences, not as a monster, but as a god who embodies the balance between life and death. A ruler of the inevitable, veiled in shadow but essential to the order of the world.